Hey, baseball fans, I'm Heidi Watney, and welcome to the show.
A coach challenges a player to continue to round out his game.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Seattle Mariners and the Boston. Martin Perez, the Venezuelan left-hander, will be the man on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, you know, that fifth inning can be an awful demanding inning for a starting pitcher. It's kind of like Wednesday being the hump day during the day of the week. Every starter knows they have to go 5 innings to qualify for a win. He wasn't particularly good in his last one, taking the loss, and I'm sure he's hoping for a much better fortune in this one today.
Throw to first is in time for the first out. In now, Dylan Moore.
Now batting, designated hitter, Dylan Moore.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Now in the box, Shed Long comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here now the 2-2. Hit out towards second. He's got it. A step on the bag for 1. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score. Striding into the box, Jarvis. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Jarvis, an Ohio native. He was selected in the 19th round during the 2020 draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish. Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
And this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end. Now batting, Jarvis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Digging in to try it again, Noelvi Marte. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. On the ground to second. Did he get his double play? One there. On to first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jarvis. 3 runs already home and a potential 4th standing at third base. High in the air out to center field. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
And tonight's final 7-3.
The final line score for
Boston
our ball
posted
game
4
tonight.
runs in the
For the
8th on the
victorious
way to
Boston Red
victory.
Sox. 7 runs on 6 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Seattle Mariners and the Boston Red Sox. Red Sox baseball is next. Striding in, Noelvi Marte. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Grounded to first, right to him. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. To third base. Now at the plate, Jarvis. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year.
Jarvis.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, this recent trend is becoming a problem. They have to find someone that can go out on the mound and throw a donut up early to give this offense a chance to right itself. They can't continue to be playing.
So striding in, Austin Nova, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base. The outfield. Bounce to first. Scooped up. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. So definite problems on that. Ready for another chance. Jarvis.
The first baseman, Jarvis.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Behind 0-2 now. This is line to left. That gets down, and the inning continues. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make.
And they swipe the tag on him, and the inning is over. So no. Standing in, Austin Nola. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Nobody out here.
The 2-2. And a soft liner, but this is speared by the first baseman. Ready once again, Allen Henson. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
More of a comfortable from the left side. Puts the ball in play. More of a contact hitter from the left side. Might have grown up being a natural left-handed hitter.
Settling in now, Jarvis. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. The 0-1 pitch. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Center fielder looking up, and it's gone into the monster seats. So a solo shot here to left center field. 19th home run for him on the season, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Yeah, Matty V. How about this, D-Roll? If you come to watch.
At the plate, Austin Nola. No hits to this point.
Catcher, Austin Nola.
Flee on the ground to first. He's right there. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Man, I don't know how, but they've been booting the ball all.
Next for Seattle, Dylan Cousins. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Sent on the ground out to second. There's one. On to first. And talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Taylor Williams gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Squared that one up just a little late. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Hey, watch out. This hitter's got one thing on his mind.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. Throw on to first in time. 1 away. Now to the plate, Jarvis. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Hit hard to short. He's got it. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. No runs.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
This one wraps up as a 10-8 final. The Red Sox scored 10 runs on the way to victory. Jared It figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. Chris Sale, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Thanks, Matt. Chris Sale, you're talking about one of the premier pitchers in the game of baseball. Big fastball, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Wipe-out slider. Great comparison. He's the closest thing we've seen to Randy Johnson. A nightmare against lefties. 3-pitch guy, fastball, slider, and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He is a definition of a true ace.
Here's the first pitch to him. Drilled right back up the middle. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many 0-0 breaking ball ambushes in the game, and he had to know that pitch was coming.
Mancini.
The 1-2. Hit on the ground to third. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jarvis. Will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Strike one to start the at-bat.
Hey, get the pitch and drive it, huh? Lasers all day.
Line to the right side. Encarnacion is there, one away.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck.
Stepping in, Jarvis.
The first baseman, Jarvis.
Here comes the first pitch.
Jarvis.
On the ground to second base. This could be two. One there. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play. Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
5-2 the final score tonight.
5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base.
For both Sox, John. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Detroit Tigers and the Boston Red Sox. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Trevor Williams gets the ball for the Red Sox in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of 0.50.
Oh, and he can't come up with it. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jarvis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch. So, guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will... Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Matt, I am hearing that heavier rain is expected to pass through the ballpark at some point later in the game. The umpiring crew would, of course, like to get this one in uninterrupted, but it is possible that we could be looking at some sort of a delay if they determine the weather is impacting the play on the field.
Stepping up to the plate, Jake Shiner. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up.
Oh, you take it.
Yelich is in now as he gloves it for the 3rd out of the inning. Down in order go the Tigers, and after an inning and a half. Next for the Tigers, Will Craig, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. First. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Into the box, Jarvis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Next will be the designated hitter. Number 19 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Sent on the ground out to second. To second for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone.
Leading off the inning, Jarvis, and they'll need him to get something going here. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet, and I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. Almost into the short porch, but it's off the wall. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
The designated hitter.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. But it's off the wall right in front of the short porch.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the...
Digging in once again, Jarvis. He singled his last time up.
Jarvis.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. 2 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And it's off the green monster. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Roll, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Roll, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
3-1 to him now.
Right now.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Fly ball out toward right field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So a nice job there from the Tiger bullpen. 8th inning. Coming to the plate now, number 19. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. The 1-1. Grounded to first. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. So definite problems on that last. Stepping into the box, Darwell Lugo.
Second baseman, Darwell Lugo.
Side. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Stepping in, Jarvis. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles.
Jarvis.
Wait for a good one now. Hey, try that pitch on. Here you go. All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly.
The pitch.
Hey!
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Let it rip right here.
And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Last strike now for the Red Sox. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in. This evening's game comes to an end 5-4, the final tally. The Tigers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Tarek Skubal notches his 3rd win of the year. Joe Jimenez hammers down the save, his 12th of the season.
4 runs on 11 hits, 1 error, and 13 runners left on base.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Martin Perez will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do If he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So digging in now, Lyle Mitchell-Tree.
Lyle
Goodrum stands at first with 1 out. Taylor made to short, 6. McNeil's got it for 1. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first. So striding forward now, Jarvis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit high and deep out to left field. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price. Ready now, Jarvis. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First offering on its way.
Wow, I think the heart of this system is right on top of us because it is really coming down out there. This isn't an easy sport to play in the rain.
0-1 count and the pitch.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Hey, see it. Let's drive it.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. A run on 2 hits in the Next up for Detroit, Orlando Arcia. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Orlando Arcia.
He's on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
I'm not sure if this happened or not.
Coming to the plate now, Jarvis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
The windup and the 0-1. Two runs, 6 hits, and 2 Boston errors to this point in the contest. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
That was a big strikeout.
Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
It wasn't a huge offensive day for him. He only had 1 hit, but he definitely made it count. Put one out of here that ended up being a really important swing of the bat in this one.
5-2 the final today. The Boston Red Sox came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. John Gant earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. Toronto enter the day having lost their last 10 contests. We'll see if they can turn that around next. Matt Andriese will be the starter for the Bo Sox in this contest. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So,
at the plate, Bo Bichette. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Hard on the ground. He's right there. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error.
Play ball. Ball 4. Take the base.
Standing in, Jarvis. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. Boy, the last few weeks have not been kind to them, to say the least, as they're working on trying to end a double-digit losing streak.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to find any way to dig them.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side.
Batting 7. The third base.
First delivery to him on the way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Next up for the Red Sox, Jarvis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
one of the keys to securing a win. They want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Jarvis, just 21 years of age, he was selected in the 19th round during the 2020 draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Gabriel Moreno. The 1-2.
Gabriel.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Striding in for Boston, Jarvis. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Ruda is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. Striding in once again, Jarvis. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
From the stretch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Stepping into the box, Jarvis.
Hey, let it fly.
First pitch coming, here it is. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Strike two, swinging just out in front of the slider.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good.
Leading off for Toronto, the left fielder, Billy.
And the shift reined in. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
So the home crowd will have a pleasant drive home afterwards as their guys have taken the first 2 of this 3-game series. A win tomorrow, and they can break out the brooms.
8-2 is how this one ends today.